The Bushcrafty Talks.
What's up? Bushcrafty here. Oh, with Bushcrafty Talks. Yeah, it is a nippy one out today. I think it's in the 40s. It's getting that time. Winter time's coming. The way people are talking, it's going to be a doozy. But you hear that all the time. Oh, it's going to be a bad winter. And then it doesn't. It either is or it isn't. It's just, if it's going to be a bad winter, you're going to stop, stop living until springtime. It's going to be here. You got to plan for it, for it getting cold. That's all there is to it. It's like, there's storms coming. Well, the storm's coming either way, if you know about them or not. You prepare for those things. If they come, they come. If they don't, they don't. It's not no big deal. I see all these, like the Weather Channel, people used to just have that playing all the time so they could see what all the weather was for all over the place. I never got into the weather stuff. Like, if there's a hurricane coming, you should already be prepared for a hurricane. If you're going to stay, you're going to stay. If you're not, you're going to leave. It's just the way it is. Some things you cannot control. Weather is one of them. And the more you obsess over it and whatnot, I know there's YouTube channels that do nothing but the weather. The only weather I pay attention to is in the springtime, when I'm waiting to put plants out, and I keep an eye on the frost, so I know, well, it doesn't look like it's going to frost in the next couple weeks, so I'll put my plants out. Or if I'm hardening them off or something like that. That's what I usually do. Yeah, I pay attention to that. That's pretty much it. Toward the end of the year, it's like, well, I've got all my plants and everything. Right now, I've got to get garlic in the ground, but it's not a good time because my elbow issues. I'm not supposed to be doing anything for 6 weeks with the elbow, and it's kind of a major thing, with the shovel and everything, and then using a wheelbarrow. So I just gotta baby it until at least the majority of the water has went away. I actually felt it just now. It feels like it's coming back again. I don't know. I'm just going to say, screw it and get some work done anyway. I do have, hopefully I make it back in time for my premiere for today. And then I have a podcast premiere tomorrow. Yep. I think I might start doing the podcast stuff again, because something different, But is everybody ready for winter? If they're not, guess what? Winter's still going to come. If you're ready or not. Yep. And what I mean by being ready is you got, plastic over your windows. If you got your ACs out, I don't have my ACs out yet. I have one of them unplugged, but the other one I'm just waiting, because I know if I take that thing out, it's going to get hot. We're going to have a heat wave come through, and I'm going to be crying because I don't got that AC in the window. But that's usually how it goes. you get that one last week of hot weather, and then it's the cold. But you make sure doors are done. I've already cleaned out the bottom of my furnace. I've changed my filter. All that little stuff. For those who are up in the cold areas, wait for the bike to go through. If you have any exposed pipes, like a spigot out front or something like that, you got to make sure that it's either the water shut off to it, or you have a protective thing that goes over top of it. When I lived out in the country, my pump house, we always had a light bulb in there that would run. Now, there's an issue with that because we changed to these newfangled light bulbs that are supposed to last a lifetime, that go out in like 6 months. But anyways, they don't throw off any heat. So the old light bulbs would, a 40-watt light bulb would heat up a 4x4 area to where you wouldn't have to have a heater or anything in the pump house. And that kind of sucks nowadays if you think about it, because of that. Now, I had a outdoor area. It was a little storage, and I had my hot water heater out there. I had to run electric heat tape through the pipes that went from there to the house. That way they didn't freeze. I remember having to do that and make sure that heat tape was working and everything. Each year had to go under the house, make sure plastic was still down and things like that. There is quite a bit of work to do to prepare for wintertime. And that's what I get so surprised at when people say, oh, preppers are silly, this and that, but they prepare for winter, don't they? That's prepping. Yeah, they got a spare tire in the back of their vehicle. They're preparing for a flat tire. They put tools in their vehicle. Yeah, I always get a kick out of the way people think what preppers are and whatnot. Even though I don't like the word prepper, I always like the, survivalist. It's not one thing. It's a more of a lifestyle type of thing. You know what I mean? Too often, preppers get a bad rap for being the hoarders, and it's not the case. If anything else, we're far from that. Well, there probably are some preppers out there that will go and buy everything on the shelf and then take it home and store it. But if you're a real good prepper, you don't have to do that. But anyways, guys, I'm going to get out of here. God bless.